Welcome back to Ridiculousnessness.
Um,
We're coming at you today with what is it called? Ridiculousnessly reptile moments, right?
ridiculousnessly reckless reptile moments.
Reckless reptile moments. Love the alliteration that the MTV intern did on that one.
And
And it was
if you're
posted
lucky,
four
you might
hours
get,
ago.
yeah, that's watch out. Don't burn your fingers on that.
Yeah, hot off the
Um,
presses, folks.
Again, but we may also, if you're lucky, treat you to a little bit of yard work fails. That's the other compilation we're staring down the barrel of.
Yeah.
Let's get into some reckless reptile. Austin, Austin, let the folks in. Open up emotionally. Give them give them uh a true peek into your soul.
I did that once with the ice pick rant, dude. It didn't go so well. Ever since then, I'm too afraid to open up.
Well, that should be the viewer's privilege. Give them that's what they're here for, to domineer you with your position of subservience to them as a worthless court jester.
I've always got to be I've always got to be the murderous clown. I don't know. I'm the shooter at clown school.
2 weeks later, and they just keep pulling coffins out of the back of that hearse.
When the victims fall, they like ostentatiously pull streamers out of their suits, like to mimic blood.
It's always the white kid. We're all white. I know we were discussing scaling back the far-fetchedness of our Reddit psyop. I don't know if that's something you want to do this episode or
Yeah, for
let it
sure.
let it sit. Okay.
Yeah, let me unless there's anything you wanted to talk about right off the bat, I could read the comments from our last post, do a little update.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, just a second. Oh, also, I guess we can start with this because I haven't opened this yet. That guy we were talking about sent me another DM. The
The guy who wants to see the ad that he didn't get paid for.
Yeah, might as well since I'm like stringing this guy along in a cruel, cold, manipulative way.
Yeah.
Might as well go to bat for him a little bit. If you're listening and you have any sway in the advertising industry, tell Harry's Razors to give this guy his money.
First of all, if you're listening, welcome. You are the first listener.
Oh, he just said, it also works out that I am a fan of Ridiculousness, and this was the last place it played in 2024. It's got to be the only person who calls himself both a composer and a fan of Ridiculousness.
He is
Anyway,
the only item in that Venn diagram's overlap.
yeah.
All
Well,
right, I'm
if you're
I'm looking
just
at
if
the
you're just
at the post.
yeah, if you're just tuning in, for the past three episodes, we have been conducting a elaborate ruse on the ridiculousness subreddit, where we've been posting, pretending to be a production intern who's worked on the show for the past three seasons, and we're spilling made up behind the scenes gossip that is gradually increasing in absurdity. But our last post, I think people are starting to get suspicious. So
They are.
today we're going to scale it back a bit and kind of become more mundane in the behind the scenes lies that we're
But
making up.
maintain that twinkle in the eye.
Yeah, yeah,
And shout out to Austin. He has spearheaded this campaign and was its progenitor.
yeah. I'm the marketing director of the show.
Hmm.
But some comments from the last one. Wow, thanks for sharing. Keep the updates coming. I think you should stay on the show for what it's worth. Yeah, we asked the readers last time if if me, this made up intern, should stay on the show because we might move up if we stick around, but it's not exactly the career we envisioned for ourselves in entertainment. Thanks again for this. Stay on the show. First off, I'm surprised that there aren't a lot more comments here. Makes me think I'm missing something or being played.
Boo.
Next, I think you should tough it out if you can, as it's a great career path. Like this, like this guy is an expert on the industry or something. Um, and he gets kind of
Most of his brain is aware that this is clearly fake, but the Redditor part of his brain needs to impart his wisdom.
he gets kind of sassy here at the end. He says, "Lastly, Lolo needs to go." She adds almost nothing to the commentary except occasionally parroting Rob. Somebody replied, "She pretty much just twirls her hair and constantly smiles. Adds zero comedy wise. Keep the updates coming. Stay on the show. You said it yourself. Opportunities like this don't come often, so take advantage of it, even if it's not what you envisioned for yourself. I always thought they should have had a Chanel baby shower show and why it never happened. Thanks
You
for the info
always
on
thought
that."
that?
Just imagining this guy sitting in his apartment like, pondering that.
Bro, these
Um,
people, it's scary that these people are, it's part of me hopes that these are all bots.
thanks for the info on that. Who were some of the people that showed up? And then I responded, thanks for the advice. I'll reveal some of the people who showed up in my next post. So today we're going to do that. And we were
Hmm.
discussing this in the group chat. William came up with a great idea. Do you want to share it or do you want me to convey it?
I believe you're referring to Bill Nye.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had the idea, so this is for Chanel's baby shower. We have alleged had several social viral video stars and social media personalities and whatever the fuck other people show up. And my thought was that Bill Nye seems like he's like recognizable enough a name to be funny, but also low enough tier of a celebrity to have been wrangled for such an event. And then I realized there's another opportunity there. We could fucking allege as well that Bill Nye being at a baby shower was spouting off pregnancy fun facts and getting more and more explicit and perhaps even invading Chanel's personal space as he illustrated these scientific points, to the point where Chanel became uncomfortable.
I was thinking since we're trying to err more on the side of caution, be a little more believable for this one, he should be the only guest who's like who would be incongruous with the general vibe of the show. So other guests would be I don't know. I was thinking maybe a former cast member of Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory because I think
Hmm.
Chanel was on that show. So maybe her parents, just shit like that.
Well, unfortunately, we can't have Big Black. Rest in peace, the
Yeah,
goat.
may he rest in peace. We can't
The other
accuse
cast
we
members that
can't
come up,
accuse him of being the father because if
but
he
the
were
baby did come
alive,
out big and black. Um, the other cast members are Chris Pfaff, Scott Pfaff, Stilo, unfortunately, and Eric Costin.
hey, I have an idea. I reached out to Chris Pfaff to be on our show actually, and he never replied to me. So maybe we could rib him a little bit as revenge. We should do it in a really cheap way that like is not even remotely clever. Like he just happened to shit his pants at the baby shower. We throw that in.
Derail the whole thing just to get at Chris Pfaff.
Yeah. Oh shit. This is gonna be harder than I thought because going into this, I was like, okay, we have to, scale it back this time. But I'm getting too excited now. I can't help myself.
I just asked Google Gemini, who are some known associates of Chanel West Coast who are public figures? Rob, Stilo, Lil Wayne's not showing up to that shit. Snoop's not showing up to that. French
Could you
Montana.
imagine?
All of these people are way too high profile. Honey Cocaine
Who
featured
the
on her
fuck
mixtape,
is
and
that?
whoever the fuck it is featured on her mixtape. Now you know that's a name I've never heard before, so I think that can be an attendee.
Yeah.
Anaya Love Note and Salma Slims. Another person called Minus Gravity. Fucking stupid as shit.
These sound like
Porcelain.
these sound like the names of like joke names of Austin Powers villains.
Mhm. Well, the next one sounds even more like that. Porcelain Black
Oh my gosh.
and Too Short. Actually, a pretty well-known rapper.
Yeah,
Um,
freaky tales.
that's so funny. Hang on, the end of this response from Google Gemini, I hope it's not lying to me. It says it's also worth noting that she was involved in a lawsuit with Sharon Stone over the use of the actress's name in her song Sharon Stoned. Let me look that up and see if that's real.
Well, we could. I bet we could weave that into the Dear Decanon
Hmm.
somehow. Maybe like maybe
Honestly,
now in
that's really good if anyone were
Chanel's
to.
dressing room. Ever since that lawsuit, in Chanel's dressing room, there's a dartboard with
Yes.
Sharon Stone's picture on it.
That honestly, if I were to find out that that's real, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta say, those ridiculousness Redditors, I really hope they're bots, bro, because just imagining the real person who writes Lolo needs to go. She adds almost nothing to the commentary except occasion. No, not that part. The next person who says adds zero comedy wise. The underlying implication of which is there is comedy on ridiculousness. Like, bro, that is obscene. That is like an obscenely lonely and I don't know, like zombie-esque existence.
I just can't get over the guy who has always thought that they should have had a Chanel baby
Yeah,
shower show.
but that actually that is the one that most of all makes me think that that's a bot. Like that guy's whole comment just it looks like something that a bot would write. It may be that we're talking to ourselves on the ridiculousness Reddit, Austin. It may be that no human being has ever actually used that community of Reddit, that subreddit. That would be a rather poetic note for our whatever fascination with this show to end on. That there's never been an audience for ridiculousness before us. Like their entire viewership is just a scarecrow stuffed full of bots and lies. We go to look for a compilation and it's like, "Hi, William and Austin. This is our last episode. Thanks for being our only ever viewers."
Do you see what they're looking at right now?
The video of the dad pretending to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
This guy needs
Oh,
help.
yeah, that's really fucking cringe. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Dude, you know, okay, this shit pisses me off so much because it's not just that they're doing this really contrived attempt at making a viral video, but it's that they have no gift for it. Like it's so just fucking blatant.
Yeah, for the viewer, a father is debasing himself for I don't know. It seems in his imagination it's for like Austin saying some huge audience of people on the internet. Oh, it's a trend. Are you seeing this?
Yeah,
More
it's
than
a
one father.
that's kind of shocking. Okay, so they're watching a bunch of clips of fathers acting like dinosaurs in front of their children, screeching, waving their arms around. Unsurprisingly, they're all millennial dads.
Yeah.
It's part of the
It's just
course.
it's just sad to think the psychological effect that that has on the kids. Like, can you fucking imagine
Yeah, being raised by a millennial. I
being raised by a clown?
show, in other words, being raised by a millennial.
Oh yeah.
We have Lolo on the screen right now. She's on this clip that we're watching.
Yeah, she needs to go.
It's my professional opinion that she needs to go.
The fuck is going on Stilo's shirt right now? Do you see that?
No, I thought it
He
was a
has
plain shirt.
he has a jacket with like a collar,
Yeah.
and the collar has a whole bunch of pins on it. Let's see if they show it again.
Okay.
It's dumb as shit. Like all of his looks, it's like what some dumbass thought would be
Oh
like a
gosh.
cool, like
He
fucking like high fashion
dude, that's
streetwear thing.
so stupid. When you put a pin on a piece of outerwear, you do like, a few pins at most. He actually covered the entire surface of that collar with pins.
I would be shocked to learn that oh fuck. That lady just fell over off of a step stool with a hedge trimmer in her hand. I really hope it wasn't still on when she landed on it. Oh, I guess
Oh
she didn't
yeah.
fully land on it.
All right. We need some
Anyway,
conversational fodder. Who have I wanted to kill with an
Christ.
ice pick recently? Let's think.
Lean in, Austin, lean in.
I think Dear Decanon has been a step in the
Bro.
right direction, but what?
Why have we not resorted to this already? You know what it
I know
is.
it's
You
coming.
already know what it is. Oh God. Wait, is it sharing my screen and shit? Oh, here we go.
All right,
Ladies and
if you're just tuning
gentlemen,
in, it's time for the Rule 34 corner.
what do we want? What do we want?
Mm,
Um, Boredom. Well, since you know
I wouldn't
some
call that boring.
sex, that's a furry's butthole. Tongue bath here too, says the furry.
The fact that this is considered boredom for the Rule 34 community says a lot about like how numb they are to this shit.
For real. Their baseline, what they see when they close their eyes is a an anthropomorphized pervert's anus. Um, Wait, no, that's not what I meant to say. Whatever I meant to say, furry. I was trying to sound smart, but I fucked it up. Um, what else we got? For search terms,
Mm,
the lowest priced 39 pound massive ass.
how about how about economics?
Oh, well, we've got simple economics. I think that's the first one we can find that doesn't have to do with the word inflation, which I don't want to see that. This doesn't have to do with
What?
economics.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, there's a transaction going on in this comic strip. It's a
Yeah,
fox giving a sack of gold to a dragon or something.
and who? Oh, so the
And
dragon pays the fox, and then the fox has sex with the dragon. I'm a little lost. I think there's probably more context. Oh well, there you
oh,
go.
okay, we've got the cross section of the fox's dick and the dragon's vagina.
And the dragon blowing some
I want to see
fire.
I want to see this in an econ textbook. You don't get to learn about this stuff until the higher level graduate courses. This is like the secret history of economics right here.
I've got something here. This is clearly macroeconomics, if you know what I mean. All right. Well, that's
Over and over.
Rule 34 CV.
Curriculum vitae.
Man, this is all just animals with genitalia. God, people really like women with penises. I don't. Um. Anyway, I don't know. Kind of an uninspired rifle through. Can we do a random one? Or what's one we can start with and then do random? I'm gonna do
Um,
trains. It's one picture of the older sister from Ben 10. She's got a huge ass and a big old penis. And yeah,
oh, it thinks you meant trans.
there you go.
Wait, can I read all that?
Oh shit. Okay, she says, yeah.
I like what you see, faggot. Sadly for you, I'm not interested in boys. My massive girl cock is reserved for other girls. You should start transitioning right now if you want to have a chance with me, foo-foo. Haha, say it out loud how badly you want to be Mommy Gwen's little bitch. If you say it with enough dedication, I might let you press your nose into my sweat dripping nutsack. LMAO, can you stop staring at my dick, fail mail? Submit to trans supremacy. For the listener, I am now in a dress after having just read that out loud.
For the listener who was already in a dress. I'm just clicking random a whole bunch now. Um,
That's a
it's just not even that
okay.
interesting.
Oh, okay. Wow. That marsupial was titty fucking itself and performing autofellatio at the same time.
You gotta respect the hustle. I feel like there have been times before that we've eventually come upon something good through uh the random avenue. Well, that one's got a kind of a charming homemade aesthetic. Although now I shudder to think it seems to have been drawn by someone not very experienced at drawing and possibly inappropriately young.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't like that.
That can be enough. I think I don't know. I don't know what I think anymore.
Well, okay, how about this? When we first got on this call, you said your job is bullshit. I don't remember how you described it.
I described it as cosplaying as a machine society hasn't had a use for in 100 years and getting yelled at by a boomer who doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Tell the listener about this. You've had this job for not too long.
No, not very long at all. I'm still being trained because they use this silly, outdated, convoluted system in order to allow the employees of this company, of which there are maybe 10 or 15, to take calls for an array of companies when they're out of the office or when nobody can pick up the phone in the office or whatever the case may be, and then do some set of instructions based on the specific conditions. And in order to use this silly, outdated, convoluted system that they use, um, you gotta like memorize this shorthand, and you gotta your keyboard has all of these like functions specific to this silly, outdated, convoluted system. Like, for example, you pull up the emails that you send in between coworkers by hitting the key that under normal circumstances would be for, it would just be like the tilde key, the little squiggle key. Um, and then a whole bunch of others, like most of the keyboard has its alternate uses that you need to know. And I'm most of the way trained, but it's just so goddamn stupid, and it may as well not exist. Like for as innovative as it is, and as like if any of these companies that use my job's services were to take 15 minutes and Google, like, can I be doing this better, faster, cheaper, then this company would cease to exist. But it doesn't feel good being a crumb of history, but that's the level I'm operating on right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
For the listener, William and I have liberal arts degrees.
Yeah. Do
So
more.
do the math.
Don't go to college, and if you do go to college, do it because you're smart, not because you just want to go to college. And if it's too late and you've already gone to college, kill yourself. That's what I'm doing later today. Everybody buy your
Hey,
"I'm killing myself later today" t-shirts at the Ridiculousness merch shop.
keep the
Shopify.ridiculousness.au. TISIM. Are you seeing what is this Lolo? Her outfit just doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like leggings, like a full body leggings of a suit.
oh yeah,
The
yeah.
fuck is going on with that?
I
Also,
gotta say,
speak.
I know we were
Yeah.
giving him a hard time earlier, but that commenter has some pretty fucking shrewd insight. She really needs to go. I guess we can get cracking on that if you'd like.
Yeah, fuck it. So we're letting Bill Nye be our high watermark of absurdity for this
Yeah,
fourth
I
installation.
think that's like the most we can push it this time around. How about the writers spending most of their time hitting a dab pen, drawing pictures of cubes on the whiteboard?
The cubes, I think that's just not a believable like long-term pattern, but the dab pen is uh
Maybe they
super
have
believable.
a communal, like they have a name for it and everything.
The
It's
dab
like
pen.
the
Well,
writers' rooms. Yeah.
my brother and I would when we were like being scumbags and like begging each other for a dab pen when one of us would have it and the other one wouldn't, and we wanted it. We wanted the one the other one had, and then we didn't. We would come up with just more and more phrases to say which involved the sound of pen, to try to use some very thin veil of wordplay to distract from the uh, the scuzzery going on. And one of them that we would use was Benjamin Franklin. We could use that.
Nice. The how about the mysterious case of Penjamin Button, and the case in question is popcorn lung.
All of the writers could claim to have gone to Penn State.
Nice. Yeah, those pens are like that's a uniquely pernicious way of consuming marijuana, don't you
Jesus
think?
Christ, dude. It's like you get one like opiate level, giddy, euphoric. I think, well, here's the thing. I had a friend who said that he went through a dab pen in a summer. And that was shocking to me because I don't think at that time, but there was a time when I was going through them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I think maybe if you're using it in moderation, then it's a little bit more like having a very concentrated supply of weed, which you're just using very slowly. But if like me, you were like really leaning on it, um, that shit's gross. That shit just
Well,
like shuts you down.
I'm talking about way more than that, though. I mean, you're completely right. The fact that it encourages just incessantly hitting it is
Yeah.
an aspect of that, but there's also the fact that like who the fuck knows what is actually in those
Oh
things?
yeah, dude. And me and
Because
my brother,
because
we would
dude,
sometimes
the
be buying
high
them
it
from just
doesn't feel
like,
like weed. It doesn't feel
no,
like weed.
no.
It's like something different.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be a fucking reckoning someday. I hope.
Mad butane up in that bitch.
Yeah.
And me and my brother would sometimes buy them like black market dab cards. Like,
Yeah, yeah, with fucking Homer Simpson on the packaging or some shit,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah, bad
Homer
news.
Simpson wearing Supreme,
If you're
Doctor
listening to
Doctor Hibbert on the packaging, wearing blue
hey,
pants,
you got
whipping a
that
dab pen.
you got that Dr. Hibbert blue pants. Uh if you're listening to this and you and at least one other person that you know not only went to college for a liberal arts degree, but also has smoked black market dab cards, you should kill yourself and them. So we've got Bill Nye, we've got Dab Cart, we've got the writer room's communal pen, we've got Chat GPT.
Yeah, we
Let's
need.
let's
Okay,
think.
we yeah. Let's get really like we'll throw in a few really just straight up unfunny, boring ones in there, like just for the plausible
Um,
deniability. How
we
about
could
like
have
Rob's a major health nut and he has like a very stringent diet routine. He has to eat at very specific times of the day. He has some wacky meals, wacky superfood meals.
yep,
Yeah,
I'm down.
just some bullshit like
One that I
that.
was one that I was thinking that remains believable but is a little bit fun still. Um, let's make it Stilo. Stilo, despite having been asked not to many times, uh, persists in stuffing trash under the couch. Like he'll get done eating like I don't know, like a bag of Cheetos during the break, and he puts the bag under the couch, and everyone knows he's not supposed to be doing that, but he still does it. He won't stop.
And how about we have an entire cleaning team dedicated to that couch. They come in every week and shake out the cushions.
It's a
And
new couch every episode.
it
No, no.
just requires a deep clean every week.
I had an idea just now, which is that the actual screen is a green screen, but just off camera, they have stagehands of some sort kneeling on one knee, holding open a laptop that shows the video that they're reacting to. So Rob is gesturing at the green screen a la a weather person, and they do as many takes as it takes for it to look natural. And then the people on the couch, they're looking towards the screen, but they've just been shown the video by some whatever fucking lackey.
We have
I don't know, but these
outtakes. We have outtakes from when Rob overdoes it with the Sykes and he's pointing up at the ceiling, the completely opposite direction. He has no idea what's going on.
yeah,
Um,
and you can see when he's falling off that kiddie slide, I become the slide. And he's falling over me and I'm falling under him. And the slide becomes everything. I don't know. But those don't seem like choices for our believability,
yeah,
damage
we'll
control.
say we'll save that one.
Okay, I'm adding bullet points to that like big list that's in the middle of the document. And I also just I went down to the next page, the next blank page, and titled it with installation 4. So I'm doing a bullet point for trash under couch.
Installation for it. I like it. Like we're doing a fucking conceptual art piece here.
Yeah.
This is where Holly in, folks.
Fuck, bro. Oh.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm just tired.
Mm.
But I'm trying to think of something funny for this shit. Or I guess we're not going for funny. I just like put him to sleep.
If we can,
Do both.
if yeah, if we can do both, that's ideal.
Let's see. What happens on this fucking god-awful show? Um,
Maybe there's a segment that had to be cut because the videos involved were not necessarily too graphic, but just not feel good, not funny, not maybe too hot for TV. I don't know.
mm,
Like maybe like they're reacting to footage of the animal kingdom, like chimps reasserting their place in the dominance hierarchy. And while the content of these videos was humorous, the producers, like, it got them thinking too much about the brutality and the cruelty that exists in the natural world, and it just became too harrowing
what?
of an experience or something.
Okay, I can see that. It
I
was just
couldn't.
like
I couldn't. I
it was
don't
just
think
like
we
a
should.
it was just like a downer. I don't think we're gonna have any way of working in like the the deepest movements of the producers' souls. But I think we can say that like as a production team, they came to the conclusion that that's just like no one's gonna enjoy watching that. It was just a bunch of monkeys beating the shit out of each other and screaming. Like they tried to write jokes about it, but at one point, one of the more dominant monkeys fucks one of the ones that he's proved his dominance over, and it goes on for too long, and no one wanted to see that clip.
Halfway through, Rob and the host ran out of quips, and they were just watching it in silence.
I had a thought that maybe like sometimes they have somebody walk on, like there's a long stay, like a walkway that leads up to the stage. Like think like MGK, like they have him do a little walk on. It seems like it only really comes up when they've got like some notable guest. Maybe it always happens, but it only shows up in the compilations when it's some notable guest. But maybe there's someone who like is just being very like eccentric and insistent, some celebrity personality, and they're like, no, no, yeah, Steelo, it looks like you got that middle part of the couch, huh? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go sit in the audience. I can do it from there. And everyone was like trying to get them to not do it, but they insisted, and so the episode was a wash. But they filmed it just out of politeness because that guy or whoever was like high profile enough that they didn't want to displease him, but there was no way of airing the episode. And so it's just a lot of footage of him sitting next to uncomfortable audience members doing his role on the show. I don't know. God, there are not
Maybe,
really that many components to this show, Austin. It's like it's a really limiting exercise in creativity to think of funny things that could happen in this goddamn fucking vomit of a show.
but I do think we
Maybe
should
some
maybe
maybe
save it for the
something could be
next one.
going on under Rob's hat.
Okay.
Oh, Rob's hat has padding on the underside so that it sits a little bit higher up on his head and makes his head look bigger and makes him look taller.
And that's according to the wardrobe department. I can't confirm that.
Yeah, how would the person be privy to that information?
There's an intern who primes Rob's head before each shoot.
Um,
I think we can make do with what we've got so far. We've got to remember the Sharon Stone thing also. You think that's believable?
True. Oh wait, what do you mean believable? What do you mean? Like
Do you think it's fit for this particular installment?
what part of it? Like it's historical fact that that lawsuit happened.
Well, the thing about Chanel having a dartboard,
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, I think so too. Okay. Oh, did you happen to catch the year when that lawsuit happened?
I did not, but let's see. Well, the song came out in 2019. 2020 is when this lawsuit was settled, or at least when NBC Los Angeles reported on it. Um, but you know what you could add to make it a little more cringe, a little more believable?
What?
Next to the dartboard, she wrote in lipstick on the nearest mirror, Neva, Neva, meet ya heroes,
Bro,
Yaheroez.
bro, you are getting in her head right now. You're thinking like Chanel.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm gonna
yeah.
want to fuck you pretty soon.
Sure,
Keep it
you
up.
don't. You don't already. Yeah.
All right.
Would you fuck me?
Let's get cracking on this intro paragraph, I guess.
Okay.
Hey
Fucking.
everyone.
Where are we? Where is the intern in life? Like, any
Ha-
updates with the work thing? Any with like the trajectory
I
or?
think they've decided to stay on the show after
Okay.
everyone's advice. That'll really they'll like that. Like they'll
I
feel
think. I
like
think after
emboldened, you know, because
after
we took their advice.
yeah, really set up that parasocial relationship. That maybe that, and then like and a
Dude,
conversation, like a
this is
phone
going
call
from
with my
like a
dad.
comet this is going from a comedy troll to like intricate brainwashing techniques.
We're
Like
catfishing a group of people.
dude, no, it's gone beyond catfishing. This is Charlie Manson tier at this
I'm here.
point.
I'm here for it. I think some of the super
We can incite
kind
a race war at this rate.
we each new line that we indent in this post should start with the letters of the phrase helter skelter to subliminally get it in there. No, I think some of the quote super kind things that some of quote y'all had to say about my career qualms, as well
No,
as
qualms is too big a
yeah,
word.
yeah, my career I don't fucking know.
Shiz, I don't know.
Shiznit.
Yeah.
As well as a really productive conversation with my dad or something like that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Last time we said it's been a wild ride. Maybe we could allude to that again. Like, you know, my time here has had its ups and downs, but I wouldn't
I
trade
was
this experience for the world. I don't know.
I was thinking something along those lines, maybe like it's not it's certainly not all bad working here. I've definitely found a family in my coworkers.
Yeah.
But uh what's a way of phrasing like a reference to these posts like but I know you guys are I know you guys appreciate the show and the my
Well, you know, I found it's not all bad. It has its ups and downs. I've found a family in my coworkers, but
but
right,
these
right,
peeks behind the scenes feel like harmless fun among
yeah,
ridiculousness
fans, the
fans
community, yeah,
with it harmless fun since we're all here for the show. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
harmless fun tarnishing these people's reputations. Um, okay. Okay. Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for the support and advice on my last post. After reading your replies and after a productive conversation with my dad, I've decided to stay on the show. Gonna add an exclamation mark there. I want to emphasize that it's not all bad working on the show. Like any job, it has its good days and bad ones.
Make sure you're doing IT apostrophe S.
Yes, you are a fucking genius. Um, and I'll start with the baby shower thing. Just respond to that guy. I know he's clamoring.
I had one commenter ask about the guest list at Chanel's baby shower.
Yeah, on my
Probably the most
last.
memorable was Bill Nye. I already know what my comment is going to be. I'm going to do a heart and then quote, also capital LOL exclamation point.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna. Maybe we can reveal more detail about his like implied implied pregnancy fetish
In the comment section?
in the comments section or in a future in like the next post maybe. I was thinking I could just say Like the producers wanted to bring him on to share fun facts about pregnancy, but to be honest, I
Honestly,
think he started taking it overboard and just leave it at that and
honestly,
maybe let
mm,
people inquire. Go on.
I
What?
I think I think it's funniest if he was just there as a guest and it was by his own volition that he was like educating the attendees of this party about what the unknown wonders of human pregnancy.
Okay. I'd say the most memorable one was Bill Nye. He spent the bulk of the episode educating everyone on fun facts about pregnancy. He took it pretty far, and to be honest, I think people started getting uncomfortable.
No, dude, there's just no way there's somebody who genuinely has always thought there should have been a Chanel baby shower episode. There's just no way that person exists. It's just, it smacks far too strongly of
Yeah, I thought Renaissance men
your
were
words
were
being
dead
repeated back to you.
anymore.
Chivalry ain't dead. It's just waiting for that Chanel West Coast baby shower episode of Ridiculousness to drop.
He took it pretty far, and to be honest, I think people started getting uncomfortable. But how about? But overall, the episode was solid. Too bad it got scrapped. And then I'll
Yes,
I'll
yeah.
throw out some. Okay, throw out a few more names.
Oh, you know what you could do? You could
Other
say,
guests included.
I didn't recognize him, but one of the people there was the rapper Too Short. I learned later on, who apparently Chanel had worked with.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So other guests included Chris and Scott from Fantasy Factory. Scott Scott shit his pants. Or was it Chris? I don't even remember.
No, neither of them shit their
Yeah,
pants.
I'm not
Not
gonna
in
do
this
that. I'm
post.
not gonna do that. Fine. Other guests included Chris and Scott from Fantasy Factory, Chanel's parents, um, and okay, yeah, Chris and Scott from Fantasy Factory and Chanel's parents. I didn't.
You know what you could do, dude?
What?
You could say Rob hired a Rob Dyrdek impersonator and he went, but Rob didn't.
He went what?
He went, but Rob didn't.
He looked nothing like Rob. He was a little old Chinese man.
He was a Filipino.
I can't. I can't. That's
No, yeah.
that's really that's fucking good though. I'm gonna do Rob's wacky diet.
Yes, yes.
Just I'll leave that pretty simple. As you all probably know, Rob is a major health nut. He eats bizarre superfood meals very particular intervals throughout the day, and it drives the other interns crazy. Dude, the fucking whiplash of going from like there's a mound of dead raccoon bodies lying outside the studio to
Dude, Rob's real particular about his food. Um, the other shit. Was Trash Under Couch gonna be one of these? Or we were gonna mention Sharon Stoned for sure.
Yeah, okay.
The dartboard. The dartboard
Remind me
and
the details
Never
of
Meet
what
Ya
are
Heroes. So
what are the
Chanel made a song called Sharon Stoned, and Sharon Stone sued her for using her name and likeness without Sharon Stone's permission. And according to us, as a result, after Chanel settled her lawsuit with Miss Stone, she now has a dartboard with Miss Stone's face on it.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
maybe with a particularly unflattering picture of Sharon Stone up in her dressing room, and has written on the nearest mirror in lipstick, "Never meet ya heroes." Um, Chanel
Okay,
West
so
Coast
I'm gonna
Sharon
say
Stone featuring Redman and Michael Rappaport. And from the
uh
thumbnail, she seems to get pretty emotional with her singing in it. Yeah, she's an actress.
I don't think this character is
Was
like smart
in
enough to go into a
Oh,
whole lot of detail
she's
about like the legal
she's the one
dispute.
from Basic Instinct.
Yeah, you see her pussy.
Yeah.
A while back, Chanel made a song called Sharon Stone, and the actress Sharon Stone sued her. I don't know.
Bro, that's so funny. There's a Basic Instinct 2, and the movie poster is Sharon Stone in a chair with her legs crossed.
Dude, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And Sharon Stone's vagina is not broke.
What if in each sequel to Basic Instinct they pay homage to that scene, but she successively reveals more and more, and by like Basic Instinct 4, she's just like spreading her legs so wide she turns inside out. And Basic Instinct 5 is just ultrasound footage for 2 hours.
Oh my God, bro. I'm working 11 p.m. on the day of my birthday until
Bro,
6 a.m. the next morning.
dude, 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 just work at a fucking Walmart or something. Don't torture yourself like this.
It's just crazy, bro.
Quit. That's my advice. Quit.
That's
That is
yes.
not that's not worth it. There are so many like menial bullshit jobs you could do that are not nearly that torturous. Do you have a mall near you? I used to work at the Dillard's fragrance counter. I could be your reference.
Looks like their idea of my work week is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Each of those days starting at 11 p.m., ending at 6 a.m. the next morning, and then Wednesday, 2:30 to 8:30.
I would if I were in your position, I would just fuck with the people on the other
Just say the
end of the
N-word in
phone
every
call.
call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Repeat the spelling of their name back to them, but every time I'm repeating the spelling, I'm just spelling the N-word. We
We were
also
gonna
haven't
do
mentioned all episode long. Fuck Carly, bro.
fuck him to hell. He's
Talk about a
he's really
flake.
been he's really real shit. He's really been pissing me off lately. I'm gonna have to have a talk with him or something. I've been meaning to do that for years. Like 3 years ago, I told him I was gonna sit him down and have a father son chat with him over a glass of Phenibut. I need to just do that already because he's fucking up right now.
Yeah, he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips.
You know. We were gonna do the dab pen, I think.
Yes, yes, good, good,
Okay.
good. I had forgotten
Yeah,
to write that down.
we can
Thank you.
leave that one pretty short. I'll say sometimes when I go into the writer's room to refill the water cooler or something.
Have we already said refill the water cooler or something?
I don't think so.
It was like you were able to see something while refilling the water cooler or
Well, it
something.
was the dab pen, but we never included that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'd read it.
Oh,
I
okay.
have read the bullet point in the doc, like in a couple episodes, but we've never
Okay.
actually put it
Okay.
in a post.
Good, good, good.
Um, so sometimes when I go, I like your attention to detail though. Sometimes when I go into the writer's room to refill the water cooler or something, I'll find them sitting around and hitting a communal dab pen.
Oh, hang on, Austin.
What's up?
In part two, the third bullet point, despite the warning at the beginning of each episode, viewers submit their own videos all the time. The writers actually watch most of them during their own showtime, their own downtime.
Oh
Sometimes I
shit.
get to take a peek when I'm refilling the water cooler or something.
Shit. Good catch. Oh, thank you, man. Holy shit. You're the fucking MVP right now. Fucking thank you. I mean that'd be a funny running gag. Like this guy's just constantly refilling the fucking water cooler. Because honestly, what else would there be to do around there? But I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm gonna exclude that.
They keep saying that I have this bright future with the show, but all they have me do is refill the water cooler. I'm starting to think it's a practical joke of some sort.
Sometimes, so I'll just leave it at. Sometimes when I go to the writer's room,
That Rule 34 session earlier really brought me down. That was
really,
so much to see for so little payoff, like no payoff
yeah,
whatsoever, and all of
yeah.
that's filth, bro.
I think
Good God.
yeah, yeah. Um, that's what Dostoevsky had in mind when he wrote, "Do you know why you are most of all a sinner? Because you have degraded and ruined yourself for nothing."
Yep.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's exactly what happened there.
He
Yeah.
snapped.
Sometimes when I go to the writer's room, I'll find them sitting around and hitting a communal dab pen. Were we gonna say they named it?
Yeah. We had
Or how about
discussed.
they're always throwing out, yeah, I mean they're always throwing out dab pen puns. they'll say they all graduated from Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Whenever the topic of college education comes up, they all say that they went to Penn State. Um, they make what would it be called? Like some sort of references, like not clandestine, but like some sort of some word related to that, like blank references to Benjamin Franklin or I don't know, some shit.
right. They like to come up with puns while they hit the pen. Honestly, they're pretty funny. Okay, how does this sound? Sometimes when I go to the writer's room, I'll find them sitting around and hitting a communal dab pen. They like to come up with puns while they hit the pen. Honestly, some of them are pretty funny. They say they graduated from Penn State University and they reference Benjamin Franklin whenever they can.
Yeah, yeah. Was there another pen pun that we had in mind?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We could come up with another one if you want.
Um, oh, you were saying the curious case of Benjamin Button.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, the trash under the couch. Should we do that?
Yeah, sure. I think that's pretty
Okay.
believable. Despite being told many times not to do so, Stilo persists in stashing the trash of various snacks he's just eaten during the break under the couch.
I'll kind of be more speculative on that. Like I think I've caught Stilo like sliding a candy wrapper or
Or or
crumbs.
many times, uh, despite announcements to the cast and crew for it to or requests to the cast and crew for whoever's responsible to stop placing it there, trash has shown up under the couch. It always seems to be on Stilo's side.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. The famous red couch requires a deep clean every week.
I love the famous red couch, bro. When a couch is famous, nothing good's going on. It's really just the ridiculousness red couch and the black leather casting couch. There are no other famous couches. And the ridiculousness red couch isn't famous to anyone. We've just we've done a number of on ourselves with this long exposure to something that really should only ever be like halfway acknowledged out of the corner of your eye as it plays silently on a TV in some shithole restaurant.
Much like the black leather casting couch and the famous red ridiculousness couch. Whenever you're watching that thing, you are degrading and ruining yourself for nothing. The
Or
famous
as
red
the ridiculousness writers say, Penstoyevskying yourself. Yeah, this is
crime and punishment. Crime and punishment. Yeah.
this show is group psychosis. This yeah. We're talking to voices in our heads together.
The brothers Kushamatzov. Next couple of
S
minutes.
S S E Hinton's That Was Penn, This Is Now. Um Jennifer Aniston, um Sean Penn.
Sean Penn, nice.
What's the guy's name? Who's that comedian? He was in Night at the Museum.
Ben
Ben
Stiller.
something. Penn
Penn Stiller.
Stiller.
Yeah.
Uh,
Penjamin Netanyahu. Yo, that would be a sick T-shirt. Regardless of your stance on the whole situation, we're not gonna get into that. You gotta
that is
admit that would be
funny,
fucking
bro.
sick.
You could be on the ground getting bombed, and you would have to admit
Yeah, yeah.
that is funny. Penjamin Netanyahu, bro. Episode title right there.
Yes, yes. That
Oh
right there
God.
made that first 20-30 minutes of like depressive silence all worth it.
I was just gonna say the whole episode's worth it now.
Yeah, we've gone from degrading and ruining ourselves to nothing to like fucking coming in contact with fucking Christ himself with that one pun.
Oh, what's another? I mean, it's not going to top Benjamin Netanyahu, but let's see if there's any more gas in the tank. Fucking, Jesus, what else has an N sound?
I
Popular
thought of
culture.
like a Pixar movie, like a Toy Story spin-off called Weed Story, and it's about like sentient weed paraphernalia, And the theme song sung by Randy Newman is "You've Got a Weed in Me." And like the toy soldiers are little edible gummies. Woody is like a
Backwood?
sort of like rudimentary classic pipe, and he's threatened by the arrival of Buzz, who's
No,
a like
he should
newfangled bong.
he should be a backwood, would he?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and Buzz, maybe Buzz is like a vaporizer of some sort, like the type
yeah,
that you put actual flour in.
like a dab rig. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All
Fucking
right,
tired of
back to
shit.
we can go back to Dear Dekanon.
Okay, so we were just
Um,
doing trash under the couch.
yeah, the famous red couch requires a deep clean every week. A lot of candy wrappers and food crumbs. Is there something I'm missing, like a type of packaging that you threw out?
No, well, maybe like candy wrappers, food crumbs, and snack bags and empty cans.
Okay, a lot of candy wrappers.
Snack bags,
Turn
empty cans, and uh dental floss picks.
a lot of candy wrappers, food crumbs, snack bags, empty cans, and floss picks turn up from between the cushions and underneath the couch.
Maybe
Come to think of it,
yeah, yeah,
most of it turns up on Stilo's side.
yeah.
All right, I think that's plenty,
All right. I'll give it
right?
some
We're
time
not missing anything,
before
are we?
um certainly nothing that I wrote down, and I don't think anything that we were discussing.
All right, I'm
But
gonna run through it really quick just to make sure it
all right.
sounds okay. Hey everyone, I wanted to thank y'all for the support and advice on my last post. After reading your replies and after a productive conversation with my dad, I've decided to stay on the show. I want to emphasize that it's not all bad working on the show. Like any job, it has its good days, and that's IT apostrophe S.
Let's
It
go.
has its good days and bad ones. I've definitely found a family in my coworkers. Still, these behind the scenes peaks I felt like harmless fun, and I know we're all fans here. So here's part four. On my last post, someone commented asking who some of the special guests were at Chanel's baby shower. I'd say the most memorable one was Bill Nye. He spent the bulk of the episode educating everyone on fun facts about pregnancy. He took it pretty far, and to be honest, I think people started getting uncomfortable. But overall, the episode was solid, and it's too bad it got scrapped. Other guests included Chris and Scott from Fantasy Factory and Chanel's parents. I didn't recognize him at the time, but the rapper Too Short was there as well. Turns out he worked with Chanel at one point. As you all probably know, Rob is a major health nut. He eats bizarre superfood meals at very particular intervals throughout the day, and it drives the other interns crazy. A while back, Chanel made a song called Sharon Stone. You all probably know that the actress Sharon Stone sued her for this. After the lawsuit was settled, Chanel put an unflattering photo of Sharon on a dartboard in her dressing room and invited cast and crew to play darts with it. She even wrote in lipstick on her mirror, "Never meet ya heroes."
Oh, never.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
sorry,
You
I
used a hard
forgot. I
R.
forgot we're speaking stupid right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when I go to the writer's room, I'll find them sitting around and hitting a communal dab pen. They like to come up with puns while they hit the pen. Honestly, some of them are pretty funny. They say they graduated from Penn State University, and they reference Benjamin Franklin and the curious case of Benjamin Button whenever they can. The famous red couch requires a deep clean every week. A lot of candy wrappers, food crumbs, snack bags, empty cans, and floss picks turn up from between the cushions and underneath the couch. Come to think of it, most of it turns up on Stilo's side. We good?
We don't want to sign off of any sort?
Um,
I think we're good to not have one.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then next week we can kick back into gear.
Yes, yes.
Get back to the good stuff.
Let out a little slack and then yank the fishing rod up. Really
Yeah.
just impale their upper lip. We need to do something with Penjamin Netanyahu too. Netanyahu, that's too goddamn funny.
Maybe one of the writers threw it out at a writers room meeting, and he was sent home for that day.
He got it. He got iced without hesitation. All right, I got like 10 minutes till I got to go back to work.
Oh, I need to go like right after I post this, so I'll
Okay.
post it then hang up. But
All right.
part five, fuck.
Bro, we really we trudged through the fucking seventh circle of hell this episode. Yet again trauma bonded by the absurd emptiness of our age.
I'm telling you, I don't know much about your situation right now, but quit that job. Get some other
Yeah.
bullshit.
I
Something where
want to
you
stick with it.
I bet it would make a difference if you had to show up in person. Like that might make you feel a little more alive at least.
I am sure it would. It was kind of just like this was the first thing that I found and that I got a positive reply from, and it required that I get some equipment like a laptop and monitor and keyboard. So I'm sticking with it at least until that stuff pays for itself and I feel a little bit less stupid about
Mm,
getting those things.
that's a good
And
idea.
then yeah, I'm definitely moving on from that as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, you got some really good podcast audio out of it. So,
Yeah, I guess that's all you can really hope for.
part five, I worked as a production intern.
Part four.
Oh, is it part four? Damn.
Let me take a look.
Feels like we've
Uh,
been doing this
yep,
for 30 years.
part four. Yeah.
Okay, part four.
Don't you know, Jack? You never leave the ridiculousness subreddit.